Previously on Baltimore County Forever Podcast.
Baddie joint, right? So she come through chilling. This nigga FaceTimes her. This is right before these niggas start popping. Right before. I'm like, yo, get the fuck off the phone, nigga. You know, I'm talking reckless and popping my shit. Like, nigga, I'll pull up on you. I'm like, you will not do no such thing.
You will not do no such thing.
Boy, I was tripping. About 2 months later.
And welcome back to another installment of Baltimore County Forever Podcast. What up, though? This is episode... Oh, wait, that was easy for me to say. Episode 161. Yeah, it's been a wild week thus far. We have Cousin Al back in the motherfucking building. Let's go.
What up, though?
Not only do we have Cousin Al, we have the great Pod Poppy Huss in the motherfucking building.
Yo.
I'm testing out my gunshots real quick. Hold on. There we go. Y'all got him back. Man. Yeah, yeah. Maybe that wasn't the most. Well, that was a rough one. So, before anything, how have you guys been?
I'm gonna let you go first, Huss, because yeah.
I guess I've been fine. I've been fine.
Do you want to just get straight into the news, Aleem?
Bro, I've been a fucking emotional mess.
All right, so we're going to throw it to Aleem for the news portion of this broadcast. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
So, like yeah, I think I'll keep that on the pad. So, Aleem, man, where do we start with America? This is America.
I'm going to start with a W.E.B. Du Bois quote.
Okay.
He said, either ignorance is going to destroy the United States or the United States is going to destroy ignorance. And that's pretty much how you can sum all of this shit up. I am in no way surprised. Yeah. This is, as a student of history, this is the culmination of the history of this country. Yeah. Period. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. I'm so all over the place. But, I was pissed. The fact, I went to FedEx a couple hours ago, and dude came in there. He had locks. I was the one on Reisterstown Road.
By the Giant?
By Giant.
Okay.
So he was,
spot.
He was in a big truck doing the pickups. Mm-hmm. And he was like, dang, man, something going down in DC. I heard they marching. I said, nah, bro. They in the building. They breached the building. He was like, what? Mm-hmm. And it was white people in there. And me and him was like going off. And even the people, it was 2-3 younger black ladies that worked there too.
Probably the one that hit on me that asked me if I and I was like,
the short John with the hair.
No, the one with the weave.
She'd help me.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she asked me, and I was like, nah, for free. You like, I did that. I ain't even got to edit that no more. You can't figure out what I said, niggas. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry, Lee. This is serious.
But he was like, we was in there like yelling, like pissed off because, everybody's been saying at the heart of this, I put something in there already.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. At the heart of this, where the rubber bullets. In New York, the NYPD was taking over cabs and using them for protesters who were trying to go home. They were snatching them off the street and taking them to off-sites. Mm-hmm. They can hold you up to 72 hours. Can you imagine being missing for 72 hours, not knowing where you are? And they don't have to give you a reason.
This is when they were pulling them off the street and putting them in vans, right?
In vans and in cabs and all of that. So imagine you protesting that the fact that people are dying, are being killed, and you're trying to speak up because the Constitution says we have a right to assemble. Mm-hmm. And you think, okay, I'm exercising my constitutional right, and next thing you know, you're being snatched up by the NYPD. Your family doesn't know where you are. Your friends don't know where you are. You don't know where you are. And nobody's writing about that. I took a fucking pen, a writing pen. I had to go to traffic court in Detroit one day. I took a writing pen with me because I had to take notes or some shit. Them niggas wouldn't even let me in the building with the fucking pen, bro. They wouldn't even let me throw it away right there at the machine. They was like, you have to take that back to your car. I was like, it's a pen. Doesn't matter. And they wouldn't even let me throw it away outside the building. Like somebody watched me walk off of the block that 36th District Court was on to make sure I left the premises to get rid of my pen. And these niggas in Oregon stormed the state building. We watched a coup. Mm-hmm. This is shit that we are taught happens in quote unquote third world countries. These motherfuckers, there was a guy with his feet up on Nancy Pelosi's desk.
That. I seen the one with the girl. She had vape in her hand. She was vape. No, she had a vape in her mouth, holding up a phone. I assume taking a selfie and on the computer at the same time with the hat.
There was a guy making a phone call. You grabbing one of their phones. All Colin Kaepernick did was take a knee and say, "Stop killing us." Mm-hmm. And they went ape shit. We are watching white privilege at the highest level right now. Mm-hmm. This is, I don't know if anybody knows what the Insurrection Act is, but I'm going to read it. The Insurrection Act of 1807 is a U.S. federal law that empowers the President of the United States to deploy the U.S. military and federalized National Guard troops within the United States in particular to suppress civil disorder, insurrection, and rebellion. Now, I put my right hand up and took that oath when I joined the military. And it says that you will defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. We are literally living with enemies, and we're watching it.
Mm-hmm. Terrorists.
They are flat out, and if you go on Google, like the homepage, mm-hmm. there was no news about it. They're not. I watched the news, and I guess tonight's news, they're talking about fear at the Capitol building. No, it's goddamn terrorism at the Capitol building.
Call it what it is.
They have not called that white man in Nashville a terrorist yet, and that motherfucker blew up a block. Mm-hmm. 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 He set off a bomb, blew that bitch up. And Trump ain't said nothing but they stole my votes.
So, all right. So I want to be clear, because I'm pretty sure this somehow ties into Huss, you in Atlanta voting or Georgia voting. So what exactly did they storm the Capitol for? What was the reason?
I guess it's official that, I mean, they certified the electoral college votes, and Georgia officially, like, Warnock, I guess is his name.
Took the Senate, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, took the Senate.
First black man.
Yeah, first black senator from Georgia.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah. Well, in 2020. Here's 2021. Excuse me.
Here's something that's gonna blow your mind. They actually haven't certified the electoral college votes yet.
Really?
That's what they were doing today was they were counting the actual electoral college votes. When they started storming the building and they were telling everybody in the Capitol building, shelter in place, the Secret Service, the U.S. Capitol Police, all of that. And they made it into the motherfucking chamber. Mm-hmm. They made it into the chamber. If it was not for some staffers who, there's actual boxes. I'll show you a picture. It's 3 boxes.
Where they had the guns.
No.
I thought you were talking about that picture.
It's 3 boxes of the actual electoral college votes.
Oh, okay.
The physical votes. These goddamn terrorists were on their way in there to murder and kill congressmen, and they were going to burn the electoral college votes. They were actually going to burn the votes. If it was not for them people that grabbed them boxes and took off to hide them, like, it's insane, bro. Like, all the shit that we see, we learn that the fucking Tea Party and George Washington and all them niggas did, we're seeing it in 2020.
Right.
There's a picture of a guy he had a handful of zip ties, and he's running across the chamber house. So imagine what he was going to do.
Tie motherfuckers up.
And then they went in there looking for Pence. Trump said, Pence is not on my side.
Okay, all right. I seen that. He had tweeted that.
He tweeted it. And they was like...
He gave up. I mean, he pretty much said that Biden won there and Trump...
Yeah.
Trump neither. Yeah, I mean... If you against that, man, you feel like you the ops.
Basically. Yeah.
So, and then...
That's really how he running it.
And... there's so much to be said about this motherfucker Trump as a person. He's the epitome of white male entitlement. He grew up rich. Nobody ever told him no. He does not know how to. He ain't never struggled. Mm-hmm. So now he thought, you know, he's you know, I'm the king. Everybody's supposed to bow down to me, because that's CEO tactics.
Yep. Which he's been that
exactly.
for all these years.
Exactly.
So he only know how to operate one way.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I ain't gonna lie, man. I damn near cried sitting on my couch about 2 hours ago, because I just, you know what I'm saying, just constantly thinking about the fact that Sandra Bland didn't put out her cigarette during a traffic stop, and she's dead. Mm-hmm. George Floyd supposedly had a fake $20 bill, and he's dead. Trayvon Martin was walking home being stalked by somebody, and he's dead. Malice Green was supposedly holding on to some crack, and he was beaten in the head by the police, and he's dead. Now that's 92. You know what I'm saying? Emmett Till was lied on by a white woman who admitted that she lied on her deathbed, and he's dead. Mm-hmm. But yet we watch these people climb that wall,
and the cops was letting them in. Now, on a lighter note,
seen a video with them niggas with the selfie.
Yes, taking a selfie with the cop.
I put that on the gram.
Mm-hmm.
On a lighter note, did y'all see the picture of the guy where he was macing the guy with like a no look? It was a black guy. It was a black cop. It was another guy. He was like jumping over, and the cop was spraying him with mace without looking. Possibly the funniest shit I've ever seen.
No look pass.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically. But on a serious note, it's crazy to watch how when they were outside, they were walking towards the Capitol, and then it was just like, oh, here they come, and open up the gates, and then they walked with them. Mm-hmm. Walked with them, and it's another guy like flagging them in to come inside. Then they break it. I watched the video from the inside, them breaking the glass, and you know, I think they came with the fire extinguisher. Did they take the fire extinguisher and spray upstairs, or was that somebody spraying downstairs?
I think that was somebody spraying downstairs.
Okay.
And they put up a noose.
I'm not sure.
They built a noose on the west side of the Capitol building They put a frame up.
It's crazy.
And they put a rope with a noose. But yet, how many black and indigenous people and Latinos have been murdered, have been hung from trees for voting? Like, there's so much to be said, and I think we're all so angry because we all know what to say, but it's kind of balled up that you just kind of just like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna keep going on it, man, because I go all fucking night, and I've been drinking, and I need to sleep. And
Huss, man, how proud are you of Georgia getting out there and voting? And shout out to Miss Stacey Abrams. She didn't win, but she's definitely the reason why Georgia flipped.
Yeah.
You know, that's the only. And she was out there supporting everybody that was Democrat. It was 2 runoffs, right?
Yeah, it was 2 runoffs.
Okay, yeah. So
between Ossoff and Warnock.
Mm-hmm. So, man, shout out to her, man. But yeah, husband, how you feeling about that? Seeing this in your lifetime.
Last time I voted, obviously, was for Obama. You feel me? So, yeah, I mean, Trump a wild nigga. Yeah, I mean, like. That's straight up.
Yeah.
Like, that's the best way to put it. He a wild nigga. It's almost like it's not real, because he just do pretty much the shit that you would do, and or you think you would do, or you say you would do if you was in that position. That nigga, and not even that position, just a position like that, like you would put your mans on and just do all types of fuck shit. That's exactly what that nigga did in front of everybody. I borderline respect it. Like damn, yo, like you don't even give a fuck. This shit different.
It's like, who gonna stop me?
Right.
Facts. What y'all gonna do?
Yeah.
Right.
And see
fuck nigga.
And see, the thing about it is I say
else.
we've been taught like democracy is do certain things, play by certain rules. When you rich and you never been told no, and you're a CEO type, you don't play by the rules, because who's going to stop you?
Right.
If you're the CEO of a company and somebody comes along and says, you want to sell your company? You're like, fuck it. Who's going to tell you no?
Facts.
Right.
You know, like people complain about jobs going overseas, or, such and such ethnicity is coming to take quote unquote our jobs. No, motherfucker, the CEO and the board of directors are looking at money, and you're costing them money. So they're going to eliminate you
before it's no value in the company.
Exactly.
That shit, man.
It's like, why am I going to pay for 6 people because that's the quote unquote American way, when I can get 14 other people in another country to do it for $1 a day, and they not going to complain. They not going to want more money. So you know what? I'm going to take this job. Oh, by the way, you're laid off. Thank you for your service. Adios.
Right.
And then what you going to do about it? You going to go to your union? Your union didn't sold out. If you have a union. It's a shitty cycle that we've been taught to just accept.
I'm definitely getting that tomorrow. Yeah, so let's turn to
wait a minute, hold on. Fellas, on the count of 3, I think we need to just take a deep sigh.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. There we go.
Well, let's have a little fun real quick.
Yeah.
Mayor of Baltimore City wait, hold on, wait. right, wait. Mayor of Baltimore City, Brandon Scott, was interrupted while speaking to the city about current mandates due to COVID-19. Let's hear Brandon speak about this.
Shorty, pull your mask up, man. Pull your mask up. We are heading into the 4th week of these mandates, and I recognize that Friday will. Hold on 1 second, Shorty. Come on, man. Look, people dying, Shorty. You know I don't have no problem with that, but people need to hear this information because they dying. No, not you. People dying, Shorty. Hold tight for a second.
That nigga told him hold tight. Man, yeah. So we got the mandates for Hold on, Short.
Pull your mask up, Shorty.
Pull your mask up, Shorty. Pull your mask up, Shorty. Come on, man. Come on. All right, so before we go any further, I do want to clear something up. He wasn't using it as slang, as like most Baltimore people is like, yeah, Shorty, what you doing, Shorty? The guy is actually an activist for the last 20-something years. His nickname is Shorty. It's a real person.
Oh, the guy.
Yeah, the guy.
Oh,
his name is Shorty.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, but fuck it, let's have fun. That shit was funny as a bitch. Without context, that shit was hilarious. It's like, oh, this nigga is nigga.
He really from the hood.
Yeah, I think from like Park Heights or something.
He from Park Heights.
Oh yeah, it shows.
Yeah.
It was the fro. Yeah,
I like it.
But yo, we complain about not having like our representation in these governments and these, so now we got somebody who look like us. The motherfucker took his picture with an afro. He got an afro.
And it was perfectly picked. I ain't gonna hold you. He picked the shit out of that afro.
Serious. That nigga shit serious, bro. Oh my God.
Ain't no split ends, no loose ends, no nothing.
Oh my God. Hey, that nigga barber flies out.
that nigga got a Jalen Rose barber. No bullshit.
No, I bet you
he do.
I bet you his barber in Park Heights.
That's my nigga.
Nah, that nigga ain't in Park Heights.
Hey, yo, but to harp on what you're saying, Aleem, that's the biggest thing one of the biggest things that is bad about the government. It's like we got people that's 60 and 70 making these policies, and then another group of 60 and 70 people agreeing to these policies. So it's like, what the fuck? Bro, what is 60 years ago that puts us at what?
1960.
1960. During the civil rights movement. Like, how can you really tell me what's going on from then to now? Like, so many things have changed. It's just different. So,
and them niggas definitely not outside like the niggas that's trying to get in the office.
Facts. They see what's going on. They see it.
And that's why, like, somebody like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez
in New York. Okay, she's from the Bronx.
That's why she is so critical. That's why she be lighting these motherfuckers up on Twitter with the clapbacks because they not used to. She know what it's like to. She was a bartender.
Yeah, she was on Deezus and Mero. That's when I first remember her.
So she know what it's like being out here struggling, trying to rub 2 dimes together to make a quarter. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? She know what it's like to have
20 cents.
To have to talk shit to somebody to get your point across. Mm-hmm. But she's also intelligent enough to do it politically. Mm-hmm. And these motherfuckers is so they bring that small dick energy, and they're threatened by her.
Never heard that used, but I like it.
But I mean, it's
Laptop Chronicles is available on all streaming platforms. Pause as well, but because it's Aleem's podcast on all streaming platforms, that is the Laptop Chronicles. You will hear some of the wildest but necessary conversations. Aleem, would you like to? This is just like a commercial break at this point. So could you indulge into what your brand is about?
It's about sex positivity.
Mm-hmm.
It's about making sure that your cum doesn't taste like battery acid for your partner. And it's about having fun and letting your freak flag fly high.
Okay.
And back to regularly scheduled programs. Yeah, man, they really hate her. What I noticed is, like, after that episode on Jesus and Meryl, it was people like, she's not from New York. She's not from the city. She's like from, like, I think they try to say she was like from upstate or something like that. They was talking about how she lied. Yeah, they said like she lied where she went to school,
from Buffalo
or something like that. Yeah, shout out to Griselda. But yeah, yeah, it was really weird. It was really weird. But Shorty, pull your mask up. You feel me?
Nah, look, she a real nigga though, cause I remember when they was saying Shorty ain't had no bread to move to DC till she got her first Senate check. So yeah, it's just real nigga shit like that I be fucking with. You feel me? Like,
respect.
Yo, I can't even catch a $20 bus to come down here because the Airbnb.
She can't get the boat bus.
Still gonna cost a grip. You feel me?
Yeah.
She said the Airbnb was still gonna cost a little grip, so she had to wait on the first check. You know?
Nah, I can't. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, can I get an advance?
Can you float me a couple dollars to my paycheck?
Yeah.
Can't front me, I know good for literally.
Yeah, bro. I mean,
her credit probably was a little fucked up.
Hey, yo. They was like,
did a couple things.
Nah, that whiskey wasn't right.
She didn't have first and last month's rent.
You know they need that from her.
Yeah,
like,
bro. And they was looking at her like, you from New York. I know your rent high as shit, nigga.
Right, you feel me? Right? Or shit, she moved to DC.
So go ahead and get these roommates.
You ain't no better than nobody else. Go ahead and get you 4 different roommates and a cat. You feel me? You be all right. Niggas is getting cats.
Shorty be mad as shit. Her roommates be using her bathroom while she got her.
Hey, yo. Shit.
She coming from a long day at Congress and know that her milk is gone.
Shit.
I'm in my bed.
I can't believe it. I've been in the Senate for 6 hours discussing how we can get these potholes fixed. And you motherfuckers ain't run fucking chicken.
Y'all know the cereal got my name on it. The Cheerios is your box, yo.
She's sick. She's sick, my nigga. Damn. Yo, I like her. We gonna vote her in.
Yeah, man. Tim's and all. For real.
Yeah.
Not the butt nakeds.
Yo, did y'all see the dude on Facebook who was drunk and his boots? He was like, "Look at my boots. Look at my boots. Look at my boots. My boots
Somebody
is dirty.
stepped on all the time.
Look at my boots."
Yo, fam.
Yeah,
all right, man. Yo, so when I was in Philly this week, I did online betting. Just randomly. One of my homeboys was telling me to go to DC and do it. And I'm like, bro, I guess you could do it in Philly. And I looked it up and I did it. And I lost $50.
Go figure.
Yeah,
what
because
I
bet the Steelers will win. I woke up, it was 9 minutes in the quarter, 9 minutes in the fourth left, and they were down the touchdown. They got the touchdown. Then they missed the 2-point conversion. So mad, bro. They lost by fucking 2 points. Oh my God, I was so mad about that. But yeah, I'm gonna do it again this week. I mean, because I understand what I gotta do now. I just gotta bet more than one game on a parlay and shit. Yeah, yo, like I'm gonna just do 20 this time. Like I was feeling a little lucky. I was winning on some other shit, so I was like, all right, so, you know. Niggas got the stimmy.
They gonna let you win that 20 bet. They gonna let you win that 20 bet. They just took 50 off.
Yeah, you feel me? Let me get that
hold
back.
up. You betting stimmy money?
Hey, man. My bill's paid for, baby. Hey, yo. I just bought beds, fucking bedroom sets. I just bought mattresses today. I'm good.
What you mean? Do something with your money.
Oh, okay. LLC Twitter is into the chat now.
Scammer.
Hey, yo. No, so what you do is you get an LLC.
Buy a vending machine.
This nigga said vending machine.
Yo, you just need to buy a vending machine. What you do is you get 3 vending machines around the city. You put 2 of them in a parking garage. Boom. Then you put another one in an established business. And a Subway.
At the one at North Avenue and Pennsylvania Avenue.
Ever put one in DTLR.
Genius. That's really fucking genius.
Nigga, they gonna be banging on that shit, getting all the free snacks.
Hey, they will steal everything else in the machine.
Hey, yo, my vending machine ain't making no money.
Got 75 cents in there, but everything $1.
It's like, what? Imagine going to empty that shit. Like, yo, nah, I need that whole third row. For real, yo. Y'all need to give me every 992 that's in this bitch.
Right.
I sell them to y'all then.
Hey, yo, imagine going in there, be like, yo, what happened to my vending machine? Somebody at the register be like, pull your mask up, Shorty.
Short. When you talk to me, pull your mask up. You feel me? That's how them niggas talk. Like, hey, yo, shout out to the county, though.
Nah.
Yo.
Stupid.
Yeah, bro. So I'll be back this week. I'm a bet on the conference games. Where we at? Oh yes. Let's bring back this conversation we had about Young Thug and Baby, right? Now because
I'm a renigger.
Okay, all right. Because shout out to Mel, ladies. Make sure you go shop at the Glam Stash, the online shoe boutique by our good friend Mel. Yeah, yo. So she was explaining to me of how like children really fuck with, you know. Well, I'm not gonna say children, but the younger people fuck with they fuck with Baby, and they would be the reason that they'd be able to sell out a stadium. Now, here's my thing about this thing. No, they can't.
He's the number one stream nigga on YouTube, bro.
Who? Baby? Oh, he beat whatchamacallit? NBA Youngboy?
Twice.
That's crazy. Well, that's crazy. All right.
I believe that.
You do?
Oh yeah, Baby. Yeah. He makes better music.
They 1 and 2.
He does. So here's my thing. And I think.
Wait, so could Youngboy do it?
No.
Hell no.
No. Now
is it because of the age of his fans? Is that what I'm not taking into account?
Okay,
the age of the fans that would be going.
I think it's that, but more so for me. Like, sorry, hear my thought on this. Right, I think that people are not taking into account of what these artists actually do versus them liking the artist and having that belief that they can do it. But statistics is statistics. Now, we're talking about like YouTube streams and all of that. But let's be for real. The artists that are bigger than them cannot do it. You see what I'm saying? Like
who?
Hove can't do it. Hove cannot sell out a stadium. Hove cannot sell out a stadium, and he cannot sell out a stadium unless he partners with someone that is bigger. He's did it with Beyonce. He's did it with Eminem.
And that's why I partnered him with Lil Baby.
That's not enough star power. You
but
feel
both
me?
Of
like
them niggas have white fans.
They do?
I also take that into account. Yeah, they both on like the little, like the white people stations.
Wait a minute, you talking about Lil Baby?
Like nigga music sometimes. Yeah, Lil Baby.
Oh,
Lil Babies for real.
White people love Lil Baby.
Yeah,
they love. I was surprised. White people love Lil Baby.
I did not know that. But yeah, that's my thought, and I get what y'all saying, but we got to take into account of how many seats a stadium is in comparison to an arena. It's 50,000 based off of.
That not a problem.
Yeah, not at all, not at all. But what I'm saying is, when you have somebody like Jay-Z and Eminem, the white fan base of Eminem and the white fan base of Lil Baby does not compare. It just don't compare.
No. I wouldn't say that at all.
Okay, go ahead.
I agree with you. I know, I agree with you.
Oh, okay, all right.
They wouldn't compare at all.
So,
but I also wouldn't put them and their fans like he not there yet. He not even close to that. But that's because. But we already know why though. We can't put nobody with Eminem when it comes to that because Eminem is the
and he's white.
Yeah, Eminem's the savior for them and make them think that they can say they listen to hip hop, but they really don't.
Okay, so that brings me to where we're gonna go with this. We're gonna start with Royce versus the Source in general, but we're gonna start with Royce. Let's start with Royce versus Dave Mays on Clubhouse.
Okay.
Did you see that? I sent you that?
Yeah, you sent me that.
Okay. All right, so here's a clip from the Clubhouse, which niggas do not abide by those rules of not recording shit. So they don't give a fuck. But here's a clip from a conversation in the Clubhouse room of Royce, I think Mouse Jones, that normally runs the trap karaoke, and he does a lot of hosting gigs.
I've heard that name before.
Pretty cool dude. He's basically talking about eliminating Eminem from hip hop, saying that he takes up space in hip hop that could go to a black artist. Now, listen to this a little bit of this conversation, and basically Dave Mays talks about Eminem not being from Detroit. So here it is right here.
What did you do to benefit the black culture that you eat from? Did you give back? Why are there kids in Detroit where you live? Are the black kids in Detroit where you live? Are they better off because of anything you did?
Man,
no.
Are you saying do he give to charities? Is that what you're asking?
That's what I'm saying.
He give to charities every single year for sure. I know that person.
You know that. I don't see it.
Why you don't have to see it? You ain't from Detroit. What you got to see it for?
That don't mean it didn't happen.
There's many black people from Detroit.
Just like Dave Mays and them.
I want to stop that right there. Why the fuck does black people do that? Just because I don't see it, it don't happen. That's pretty much, he just discredited him because he, as one person, does not see that.
I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't hear the joint. What did he say?
He was basically saying why, because he's never seen Eminem helping black people. He's not for black people.
Basically, yeah. And he cited that what charity has he given back to? And Royce was like, first of all, Royce was trying to get clarification of, was he talking about charity or was he talking about something else? And with the clarification, he realized that he was talking about charity. And Mouse was like, oh, well, I don't see it. And Just Blaze was in the room too. Just Blaze, Royce, they were like, well, why do you have to be the one to see it? So that's my question of, why do black people, if I don't see it, it don't happen? Like, why do we do that?
Because we're in the age of we see everything.
Social media. Mm-hmm. So if it's not broadcast, it just don't happen.
I mean, all right. Can we be real? Like,
yep.
If Eminem did do that, that would be a big deal.
What are you talking about? Him like broadcasting him? What charity?
He don't have to broadcast it. If he did, I'm sure he does do charity. Yeah, I mean, because it's write-offs and shit like that. But if he did like the little turkey days and backpacks and shit like that, that would be. I feel like we ain't in Detroit anyway, so maybe we wouldn't. But I feel like Eminem's probably besides Drake, like the biggest media artists and shit like that. One of them, at least. That shit would be a big deal if he was doing shit like that all the time.
Mm-hmm. Well, Aleem, you're from Detroit, yeah. So what can you add to that?
I mean,
and my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro.
And I do hear Detroit artists say shit like that too, though. That Eminem don't really do shit for Detroit.
But I think in the overall scheme of of the black community, especially black community because we are black, and I'm probably gonna get roasted for saying this, but in some ways I won't say always, but we're looking for a handout. So saying that if you're a celebrity, if you're somebody who is financially hired,
able,
then you have to give back. You have to do this, you have to do that. Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace. Denzel Washington paid for his paid part of his scholarship to go study in England. Chadwick Boseman did not know that until years later. Denzel Washington didn't make it known until years later. It just so happened that when Chadwick Boseman was at Howard and taking his theater classes, his professor knew Denzel, was like, look, we got the scholarship program. Would you be willing to sponsor some of the students? He said, yeah, I'll do it on the low. Are we not going at Denzel? Are we not, you know what I'm saying, questioning, is he giving more? Are we going at athletes who don't give? How many athletes do we know from such and such neighborhood who never come back home, who never, you know what I'm saying? So I think number one, Eminem is an easy target.
Yes.
Because he's white in a predominantly black section of the culture. Because we got to get out of that mentality too, that hip hop is just rap. Are we gonna criticize Pete Rock for not donating turntables? Are we gonna criticize Ninth Wonder for not going to a school and teaching production?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So we're always looking for that like you said, it's the social media era. Hey, look at me, I'm doing this. And if you don't do it, then you're criticized. Mm-hmm. So Eminem is an easy target. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter. Eminem could be from fucking Billings, Montana. Folks would still criticize him.
So, and it's funny you bring that up. Let's finish the rest of this clip.
Just like Dave Mays and them be talking about he ain't from Detroit. He's very much from Detroit.
Like, I kind of hear something, but I can't make it out.
Anecdotal pictures about somebody that y'all don't even know.
Why are we talking about anybody else other than
when did you first meet him? When did you first meet him? Because he's from Missouri and he didn't live.
Yeah, he was born. He was born. I don't need you to tell me that, bro. Yeah, he was born in Missouri and then he moved here. You know what I'm saying? But he grew up on the east side. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's from Detroit. People saying he come from a trailer park. He don't come from a trailer park. He's from Detroit. He lived in a trailer park. Proof, baby. But he's from Detroit. But he's from Detroit.
What's up with Basement Productions and his group with the 4 white boys? You know about that?
I ain't never met them dudes, but Basement Productions, that's a production company. That's a production company he was signed to. Yeah, I never met those white dudes. Okay. That he was in the group.
Him and 3 other white boys that had a group called Basement Productions. It's before he started fucking with black people.
No, Basement Productions. Basement Productions is the same production company that he was signed to when he signed with Dre. Same production company.
That was the 2 brothers.
Marky and Jeff. And Jeff, the Bass Brothers. That's who that is.
I don't know.
I do know.
What do you mean you don't know? I'm telling you. You saying you don't know, but I'm telling you.
So
no, you don't.
All right, so Dave Mays was wrong. Dave Mays was wrong and didn't want to admit that he was wrong. Basically, he was alluding to the fact that he's still talking about those tapes. He's still talking about the tapes that, you know, the tapes that Eminem is calling black women bitches and he's saying the N-word and all of that. He's saying all of that. So he still makes reference to these tapes. And basically he was basically trying to school Royce on Eminem as if he doesn't know Eminem. And Royce's point was, y'all making assumptions about a person that y'all don't even know personally. And then what he had said was, he mentioned what happened to the group that he had, the Basement Productions. He was saying that it was 3 other white boys or 4 other white boys. And it wasn't. It was 2 brothers, and it was a production company that he was signed to when he signed to Aftermath. Now, when Royce corrected him by saying that, like, no, it wasn't a group of people. It was just 2 brothers. And he was like, oh, well, I don't know. Like, what don't you know? I'm telling you who these people are. Like, you just struggling with the fact of You're trying to make him to be this big ass villain, and it's like, bro, like come on, bro. Let that person. That's a personal gripe that the Source have. That's why their ass is out of business.
Mm-hmm.
They focus too much on that shit that they lost sight of what the fuck the Source was supposed to mean. Multiple
fucking
issues.
Benzino, fucking clown ass.
Man, listen, we're gonna get to the Benzino right now
because like, yo, I'm on. You know what I'm saying, to wrap it up. If he's criticizing Eminem because, you know, saying, well, what has Eminem done for Detroit? That's, you could almost pick any celebrity. Like,
hey, all right. I feel like I thought the real beef, or what they tried to make it seem like how they legitimized the beef, was that how they feel is how, you know, how most people feel that Eminem is getting extra credit because he white, but they thing was most of the people that buy the CDs and bought CDs at that time was white, that went to the concert was white. So now they have, you know, like a person that they almost don't gotta fuck with us as heavy and could literally just champion that nigga to the front without him having to do anything. And that was their problem with it. And that's really what happened. Like, when they, besides the other bullshit that he was saying, that's pretty much what I got out of they beef with him. It was that the fans is white. Well, most of the fans that's white that bought the CDs and went to the concerts at the time just almost didn't need niggas no more and just champion that nigga to the front without him having to do anything.
Yeah, that's dead on. That's that's dead on. So Benzino has been going back and forth with Royce.
No. He hasn't been going back and forth. He's just been going.
Been talking. It was a whole thing. And Benzino was like, "Let's set up a versus." Nigga, with what catalog? Nigga, what are we doing besides Booty and Figaro? Those are only two songs I know from
Benzino. I forgot about Figaro.
That was my song, though. And Busta Rhymes, Benzino, the great Benzino, Hangman 3.
I feel like he had another song too.
He had something called A Party. Like, that's Rock the Party. Rock the Party. Yeah, niggas, we do kind of know the nigga catalog. But it's only 3 songs, nigga. Versus is 20 songs.
Yeah, that's it. You had to be an opening act.
The EP version. The EP version.
Nobody's gonna sit there for 3 hours and listen to Benzino's catalog. I'm sorry. Nobody's gonna sit there for an hour and listen to it. Nobody's gonna sit there for more than 15 minutes and listen.
I was about to say, the good strong 15, and I'm out.
But what's crazy about this is this nigga was like, let's set up a versus battle, like, with the nigga that's nominated for a Grammy this shit. Like, he did for one album. Like, you really, this nigga had one of the best albums last year. Like,
maybe Benzino's been dropping. You know how some niggas, you know, you go on Apple and you be like, what the fuck? Maybe Benzino's been dropping.
Benzino been locked up. Yeah, Benzino was in a hole.
Benzino's been dropping hella mixtapes.
Dat Piff
all-star. I was gonna say he got, God damn it.
That nigga's been dropping 2 mixtapes a month for the past 3 years.
And we just don't know.
It's like, wow.
Yeah, him and Styles. They've been battling.
Nope, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. Nope. No.
Yo.
That nigga is, once a killer, always a killer, nigga.
But the fact that fucking Royce said, nigga, your daughter is on.
Ooh, let me get that.
Oh my God.
Wait. Oh. All right, well, shit, you can read it then since you already here. Wait.
He said, wait a minute. I ain't got my glasses.
All right, wait. All right, so Royce,
I'm gonna take your daughter to the park.
No. Wait. All right, so this is Benzino. Benzino says at Royce the 5'9", did you make your massa breakfast this morning, slave boy? Laugh out loud. I mean, laughing emoji. Royce the 5'9" response was. So Royce the 5'9" response was, I'm going to take your daughter to the park and let her ride the swings if you don't quit spending your whole day being a Twitter goon. She pussy popping on a handstand on IG. Now go hug her and tell her she's beautiful before Drake or Trey Songz dies.
So
nigga, I went to her. As a parent, like that's like a deep fear. Like keep her out the streets and off the pole, bro. Like
I legit spent like 15 minutes going through the like,
yeah.
Like
she ain't nothing but a skeleton though.
Yeah, she's skinny as shit. But like, yo, because I'm thinking Royce is just popping shit. When I saw that, I was like,
and she's like out there as like a real rap. Like the kids fuck with her.
Yeah.
Like, oh god, I think she was fucking with Trippie Redd. I don't know, one of them new niggas she was fucking with. But yeah, she definitely in there with a thong with a skinny butt.
Yeah. I think she wrapped up in a bubble coat.
Yeah, it's crazy how dead on that was.
So
but
clear.
That was all. She got a New York coat on. Yeah, son, I couldn't believe like, and it's like that's like the natural instinct to do like right after reading that. Like, oh well, let me go see what he talking.
He's not making this up.
Yeah.
That's real. That's real.
Because I thought he was just talking shit, but
that nigga was dead on. Nigga said she was pussy popping on her hands. Like, yo, is wow.
And then like, how do you like? I got like I'm Uncle Dad, so they 22 and 21. I do not mess with their social media. No, nigga, no. Y'all do y'all thing over there. So. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know their fucking IG handles. So none of that.
It's like you just rather not know anything.
So, but Benzino's daughter is like kind of famous.
Yeah. See, here's the thing, bruh. He didn't check his surroundings before he said some wild shit like that. You know how a nigga they look around before they get a joke off and they like, all right, it's safe. It's a safe place. I can get this joke off. Let me see. Boom. This nigga was like, oh, bet I could get this joke off on Royce. This 98. Who the fuck is Royce? Meanwhile, this nigga done had a full career. Like a full fucking career, like with real accolades. He done did multiple albums with Premier. like this nigga is like hip hop royalty.
Fucking super group with Slaughterhouse.
Like, come on, bro. Like, what the fuck were you thinking? Like, and a nigga, like, this the same nigga that was on social media in the beginning with a fucking rocket launcher. It was a rocket launcher or a grenade launcher?
I don't remember
whatever old dog, not old dog. What's my nigga?
Low dog. It was a rocket launcher. Google that. It's a picture of this nigga with a rocket launcher laughing. Like, nah, I'm not about to go to war.
I think he said he was looking for extra bullets. Not bullets, whatever you call it.
Like, yo. Ain't no fucking way.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. And this this is like the early 2000s. Or like probably like 2000, maybe like 2000.
It's 2012.
2012?
Yeah, 12, yeah.
Nigga, that's not too far removed.
Listen, 2012 and 2020 is going to always be in my life. I don't know why. 2012 is just... Do y'all niggas remember 2012? Not that it was really, really crazy, but a lot of things happened in 2012 that
I remember 2012.
2012.
You see what I'm saying? But y'all can't remember any other year. But 2012, a lot of things. 2012.
2012 was wild. See, my wild year would probably be the 2014. 2014 was a wild year.
Oh, this nigga Royce got an arsenal.
Yeah, bro. So you really want to beef with a nigga? If you going to beef with a nigga that you can Google that has his name attached to rocket launcher, you don't really want no issue with this nigga. I don't care how sober this nigga is. Nah.
Although,
I don't think Benzino's a bitch though.
Remember
they did.
Yeah, with the Paul.
That fucking was it RPO
RPG.
Yeah, that group in Boston.
Oh yeah. Made Men.
Oh no, Made Men.
Yeah, they was some goon ass niggas.
Yeah, that's what's up.
The
but
Riders did get with them niggas though. So okay.
What? Wait, say that again.
The Riders did get with them niggas.
Yeah, and niggas don't fuck with the Rough Riders.
Yeah. But, I mean, but I don't know. I don't know really why niggas was been scared of Benzino besides the fact that he stabbed Paul Pierce. But maybe he's a goon. I don't know.
Yeah.
That nigga ain't no. Well, you know what? Nope. I'm not
do
gonna do it.
Don't. We ain't be there.
That is
We
the
got
alcohol
On the low,
talking.
right? On the low, he had the goon respect in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Not only because he was the source and shit, he could get you some mics, but he really had like the Benzino and them mic beat you up. They was like Meek and them. Benzino was like the old Meek.
That's a good analogy.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good one. I like that one. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's how Meek's gonna be in 20 years.
Meek is gonna be Benzino. He gonna be screaming Benzino
against young. He gonna be calling out young COVID.
Hey, young COVID.
Meek is one of the niggas that, it's a lot of niggas that I know. If the internet was around, like social media was around in 2000s, like early 2000s, late 99, we wouldn't fuck with a lot of niggas. We think a lot of niggas was Meek Mill, and I don't want to say them niggas because I like them niggas, but it's only a few niggas that I feel like transition well to social media, and Fab was probably the only one that gracefully transitioned.
Shit, it's on. Yeah, but Joe, I can only think of Joe Budden.
And you know what?
Don't act. Joe Budden just became cool. I mean, not to us, but Joe Budden just became cool.
Facts. Niggas was really shitting on Buttons. And to be completely honest, and that's like my phrase, Lauren always teases me about me saying that. But to be completely honest, Joe Budden was way ahead of his time when it came to social media and internet, because that nigga had Joe Budden TV. TV, that's when that's how I know what kind of fan you was. Like if you at some point referred to this nigga as Mouse.
That's how I found out about Tahiri.
Yes,
yeah,
because we all did it. We was watching this shit like, fam, who is this with the fat ass just walking around his kitchen?
That's all I keep seeing. That's all I keep seeing is this perfect scene. Oh my god!
And he had the most epic game of Monopoly ever. Y'all remember that?
Oh, they say he was a really bad cheater at that.
Yeah,
Monopoly.
Yeah,
yo,
I remember that. That was back during the OK Player days.
And it's kind of crazy that you look at it now. It's like, damn, he's a well-respected journalist. Like niggas don't even realize like this nigga's a rapper's rapper at this point. But back then. But yeah, man, it's. Whoo, man, let's see what else we got. I kind of wanted to save that for Norm. Shout out to my man Norm. He dropped his first LP, his debut LP, Describe Infinity. We'll play the title track at the end of the show. But
I bought that joint.
That shit was hard. He did.
Yo, that's it. Yeah,
he did it. He did it again.
He
did it again.
That's the first album I bought in probably like 10 years. I ain't gonna hold you.
Respect. There we go. That's what I love to hear. That's what I love to hear, man. He did a good job. He did a really good job with that project, man. I'm proud of him, man. We started on a somber note, so let's end on not so much as end on it. The passing of MF Doom. I'm not too familiar with his music. Now, here's the thing. Vic was telling me he was really hurt about it. Vic and Norm. That's why I really wanted Norm on the show. But are you familiar with his music?
No.
Aleem? Okay.
Only because, like I know who he is because he was real big on OK Player. And
that sounds about right.
I never got attached to his style. He was kind of like, let me see. He was a straight underground. He was like the underground of the underground.
Yeah,
like you either liked them or you didn't. There was no medium. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like him. Only because I just his style just fuck. How can you describe his music?
It was almost like he didn't want to make it. Right?
Yeah.
Like, he just didn't care. Like he rapped like whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like if it even if it blow, like nigga, I'm really just like a podcast for real. Like
Yeah.
I'm really just doing this shit just to do that because I can type shit. I don't know. The songs I heard them on, same thing. It was like I don't know, man. Like I feel like the best way to put it is like, yeah, I mean, you know, a nigga that's just in the league and you like, he's just in the league. But mad niggas respected him though.
Yeah.
I heard his name. That was the thing. But I thought I was bugging. I don't feel weird because I was like, damn.
No,
bro.
I mean, I think we all think.
And I still didn't even go back and try again just off the.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I wasn't giving
All
fake.
right, so look, my first exposure to MF Doom it had nothing to do with music. It was because of the Nike SBs. He had a pair of Nike SBs when I first started getting really big into sneakers, and it was like one of the most sought after shoes. And I remember a couple years after that, I tried to listen to the album Food, but I just didn't get it. The music, I just didn't understand it. So when I actually went back after his passing and listened to the one that he had with Jay Dilla, he had a
I think I know what show you're talking about.
Was it that one I listened to? Hold on.
No, I'm thinking of the one with Adlib.
Madlib, yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking of that one.
No. It was one that I seen that I was listening to. Damn, where's that shit at?
Talking about Sniper Light?
No.
Wait a minute.
Damn.
I just put up the album.
I might have listened to it on Tidal.
Yeah, it's only 3 songs with. They called it.
That's what it's. And look, it hit me now. Operation Doomsday. I was listening to that. I listened to that all the way through. It's good music. It's good music, but I guess it's just like a matter of if you understand it. Like that. I would suggest if you wanted to listen to something, I would listen to that. Yeah. I think you might like that.
I remember that cover.
But but that kind of brings me to, you know, how when someone passes away and it's all that whole, you didn't like him when he was alive, so why you care now? Like, people don't give people the opportunity to discover music, bro. Like, you can become a fan at any time. So the question I pose is, do you want their legacy to die with them? Or do you want people to like the music? Like, do you want the music to live on? Because it can't just live on through his current fans.
Right.
The audience has to branch out. So, like, why is it that when artists die, it's always the whole, well, you didn't care before, so why you care now?
But niggas feel like that when niggas is alive. Like, niggas almost hiding the artists.
Yes.
Unless it's for their friends.
Ooh. And that's why I like the fact that people will, you know, screenshot their music, what they listening to, and put it on Instagram, because that's how I discovered Sir.
Facts.
Randomly, somebody was like, "Yo, I'm listening to this," and I heard the shit. Man, to me
I've discovered a lot of music through that.
Yeah, that shit is the dumbest shit ever, because if you're gonna hold people to that standard in 2020 for the artists that we see, then that means
you don't want your nigga to make it.
Exactly. Or as soon as you, like, if you want, let's use Sir. Let's say you were somebody else and you was listening to Sir, and I started listening to Sir. Then Sir becomes popular. They abandon that artist. They abandon him just because everybody else like him.
Yeah.
Like, I see that shit with music. I see that shit with shoes. I see that shit with clothes. I see that shit with restaurants. Like, people going there now. People like this now, so it can't be cool. Like my nigga, like, this is an establishment. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's the era of hot takes.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be the one.
Yeah.
I saw this.
I discovered it.
You heard about this through me, so you don't talk about that unless you mention me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
my devil's advocate take on that is, I did not like when certain people was visiting Miami because the water got really dirty.
Yo, I remember that was like the first thing we ever talked about. Yo, I'll never forget that shit. I was like, yo, he really don't like these niggas, bro.
I ain't say no names. I ain't say no places. I just said certain people. I just said certain people. Yo. The water just got it dead, and you know it. You know it. It's dirty. It's getting clear again, so I'm going in a couple weeks.
Yo.
But that's you know what I'm saying. It's just the era of hot takes. Everybody wants to be that one. You know what I'm saying? And shit, we don't know. Like next year, Norm could be, you know, he could be that guy. Then everybody's
that'd be crazy as shit. Like,
that'd be dope though.
Like, and it would be a beautiful thing to see, but it'd be kind of crazy because it's like people be like, "Oh, I don't like him no more." Like, nigga, why? That's my man. That's my man. I ain't never gonna abandon my man. Like, love this nigga. You better love him while you want to do music, nigga. Like, Oh, I hate people, bro. That's pretty much all this story. I hate these niggas,
the good thing about that is when them niggas abandon you, it's because you done made quadruple
facts,
thousands, folds times the fans and shit. So, yeah, I mean, the little bit of niggas, even though you do want to bring your core niggas with you, the little bit of niggas that left, yeah, I mean, whatever, bye.
Yeah.
Let's go on. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. The 4 suspects involved with the murder of Pop Smoke have now been charged, and 2 are facing the death penalty. Rest in peace to Wu.
Damn, Pop Smoke's brother and
I seen that.
And the girlfriend of King Von were talking about grieving their deaths
Separately or together?
I'm not sure.
I seen the brother.
I didn't.
I seen it with Taraji.
Yeah.
It might have been separately, but I didn't. I just saw it. I didn't read it. But I'm gonna hijack the mic for a second.
Go ahead.
So this past Monday, there's a comedian in Detroit. Her name is Coco. She's been on Def Comedy Jam. She remember the chick that pulled the bottle of liquor out her bra?
Yeah,
it's her. So
she's from Detroit.
Yeah, she's from the D. So she cool with my homegirl, and they do a podcast and they talk about all kind of shit. Well, this Monday they talked about mental health in black men, and that's why I've been on fucking IG bugging, listening to that song. Like, yo, listen to "It's Okay" by D Smoke. Everybody listen to it. The shit is fucking. It'll touch you in the heart, in the soul, all that shit. But yeah, just seeing that about Pop Smoke brother and King Von girlfriend, fiance, I'm not sure what she was, and like, you know, that grieving process and all of that, man, it wears on your mental. And then today, dealing with this bullshit that we dealing with in this world, like, man, I went from the fucking ultimate high today to just being fucking mad as shit. And like, they was talking about black people in PTSD, post-traumatic slave disorder.
Oh.
And how a lot of the things that we went through, that our ancestors went through, like that fear was written in their DNA. And that trauma gets passed on.
Facts.
So it's literally in us to have these fears because that's what our ancestors went through. You know what I'm saying? So take care of your mental health, please.
Take care of that mental, man.
Please. You know.
You know, we're going to get all these topics in. Let's see. This is something we've seen. Oh, Mace becomes a pastor again.
Wait, on Clubhouse?
Like, a pastor?
Nah, he became a pastor of, hold on, let me.
Bad Boy Baptist Church?
That nigga's just on Clubhouse bashing men now, bro.
Yo, every room he has is, how can men be better? What's wrong with men? Women, what do you think is wrong with men? Like, nigga,
trying to be the new Steve Harvey?
Mason Bethel.
Yeah, welcome to the Go's new leader. I guess the church is called Go. Oh, it is called the Go Church. The Gathering Oasis Church. It's in Atlanta, Georgia. Yo, this is the new leader.
Church is the new scam.
Yeah.
No, church has always been the scam. Shout out to Creflo Dollar wanting that $35 million jet when that nigga could have got on fucking Spirit.
Why would he do that?
Why? Ew, nigga. Right. Don't promote them niggas. Unless they got a check for us.
You better use them Sky Miles.
He don't have Sky Miles. His Sky Miles is Jet Miles.
Damn.
Niggas, hey, look, man. Church, yeah, you right. Church is a super, but like, niggas is damn, and it be niggas. Oh, I'm sick. Why'd y'all just let me do that? Yo, why'd y'all just let me do that, bro? I don't go to church like that anyway, but I've been trying to ignore the church as a scam shit, but damn, yo.
That shit's first of all, any building that has an ATM that doesn't give you money but takes your information, it's a fucking scam.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Have you seen his church?
No.
Bruh, first of all, like, cause my niece live over that way. So, you know what I'm saying? We driving through the area, woo, 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 and I see he got a billboard and shit. And I'm looking, I'm like, damn, that building kind of small. Nah, you got to look behind the building. This motherfucker got a stadium. I think Jay-Z could sell out his stadium.
Who we talking about?
Creflo.
Oh, that shit is over. I drove by that shit on the low. Yeah. It's kind of over by where I work at.
Yeah, it's over there. I think it's like Riverdale Road, Fayetteville Road, or some shit
like
that.
Riverdale! That nigga, they got a basketball court and all types of shit in there, bro.
I'm sorry?
Bruh,
it's
insane.
Bruh, listen, I think you have to pay to go there, like type shit.
They take your tax information just to make sure you paying the right amount of like tithes and stuff.
20%. Yeah, whatever your percentage that quote unquote God or whoever said you supposed to pay.
Said quote unquote.
Because
allegedly,
I don't feel like that was in the commandments. Like it was like, yeah, 20% of your bread, like
yo,
come on, man.
What's 20% of nothing?
Who
it's
even
10.
knows
It's 10.
math
It's 10.
right
It's
now?
10.
Who even knows math at this time?
I'm praising the Lord. Why you want to do this to me?
carry the square root. I don't know, but yeah.
Yo. Oh man.
Damn. Yeah, yo. Fuck.
Yeah. Oh, I do want to backtrack a little bit. Next week when Norm comes back, I will revisit the MF Doom conversation, because by no means will we like shitting on his legacy. It's just that we don't understand it. Like, we didn't understand the music and its honesty. I just wanted to really clear that up, because you know how some people be like, oh well, if you don't know about it, you shouldn't say. Like, no, we speaking real facts that we didn't understand the music, so it didn't appeal to us the way it appeals to everybody else.
So hip hop lost Fred the Godson.
Oh,
back in back early in the year.
Yeah, I want to say that was like August.
Yeah, like August. Somewhere around there.
Hot.
So it's kind of like
it wasn't our cup of tea. That's it,
right? Like, well, I heard a couple of his songs, and I liked the few songs that I heard.
Wait, you talking about MF Doom or Fred?
Fred the Godson.
Oh, I fucked with Fred. Fred was my guy.
But I'm just saying.
I like Fred. Fred would entendre you.
Yeah,
and it wasn't annoying.
So it's like you can't, for anybody who is shitting on us because we didn't do a deep dive into MF Doom right now, fuck y'all. Mm-hmm. Because if y'all didn't bring that same energy to Fred the Godson, and y'all not a fan of his music, or y'all are just now hearing his name because we're bringing it up right now, y'all don't have shit to say about us and our MF Doom. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just respect.
Yeah.
You know, respecting. Mm-hmm. And also shout out to, the breakdancer that just passed away.
I can't think of his name. I can't think of his name.
But that's a part of the culture.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
And you know, this is a topic for a different definitely a whole deep dive that we can do. But for me, my era of hip hop, and when I say like my era, I mean in the sense of when I love hip hop, is the mixtape era. So anything before that, I really not so much as don't pay attention to, but it's not my cup of tea. Like, exactly. And it's like people be looking at you crazy. It's plenty of times Vic be looking at me like, you don't like KRS-One? Nah. Right. Like nigga, I am K-Slay, Envy, DJ Clue.
Yeah. I'm not even really into them.
Yeah, you feel me? Like I'm that era. Like, so just as much as I don't know so much about the forefathers of hip hop, you don't know nothing about that mixtape. It's a lot of people that don't know about that mixtape era of getting a Clue, the Stadium Series mixtape, and hearing Beans diss Jadakiss, and then hearing the Jadakiss response right after that. Like, I'm from that era, and I'm pretty sure that's what Huss is from too. It shouldn't. Even you, Aleem, like
I wasn't into the mixtape thing.
Okay, all right. So right before,
it was right before.
Okay,
yep.
So the Wu-Tang, some like 93 to like 99, 2000.
Yep.
Okay, so like for us, it's like 2000. That window of 2000 to about 2005.
Yeah,
I give you 5.
Yeah, like 05, like that was it for us.
Right.
Like coming home, going on the mixtape unit, the beginning of that piff. When Wayne was putting out mixtapes every fucking day. Not
when
week.
Shit was shut down.
Yes.
Shut down.
Like when you was getting the Carter album, and then a month later you would get 2.5s, 2.3s, 2.7s.
Maybe a month. Maybe.
Like that is our era.
Like, hey, these the other 900 songs.
It's like, I got some more for y'all niggas. Y'all want some more? Y'all like the way I rap?
and I think
this is me on other niggas beats.
It's just a matter of respect.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like I respect the fact that playing. I mean, it's not even. It's a fact. Y'all are younger than me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I can't sit here and say, "Oh, y'all ain't shit" because y'all wasn't born in '79.
Yeah.
If that's the case, everybody needed to be born.
Nigga, that's not my fault.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Wasn't my mother, bro.
Yeah, nigga. You talking about 79. It was my sister's turn. It wasn't my turn yet. Like
so,
the fuck?
You know, it's just, you just got to respect just respect the movement.
Yeah. And that's one of the things, like, I always preference my conversations with Vic. So it's like, yo, like, I fuck with it, but I mean, that's not for me. Like, even like sometimes when I talk, shout out to my man Low. Sometimes when I talk to Low, I just be like, yeah, I know who these niggas is, but
right.
I don't really care about the music. Not so. I respect it, but it's like I don't really. It's not my music for me. Like
this is like when I was a kid. When I was a teenager, and I'm hyped about Jodeci, and my mom is like, "So what?" Because my mom grew up listening to the Temptations.
Yes. So it's like, but the difference between us and a lot of those people, we're still willing to listen to that other music that we know we don't really care for. That's the difference. Damn, I got alarms going on. But that's the difference. Like we're willing to listen to it. Like, don't get me wrong. Some of the people that Low brings up to me, I actually go back and listen to the music, or I'll listen, even if it's an up and coming person, I'll listen to it. But but I know me and Huss, we coming from that era of fucking Wayne on that Freaky Zeke song when they took Freaky Zeke. I didn't even know that was that nigga's song.
Which one?
The Welcome to Dipset, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, my leather so soft, I don't think I ain't hot. Man, what?
Wait, what? That was Freaky song?
Yeah, 730 Dips. No, that was the parentheses. What's a beat without bass? What's the name of the song? And I am God's son, but no, I ain't Nas. You want to go to war with this combat? I take 3 L's to the head. Love, live, life, then I'm dead. What? Young Money Dipset. That's what this is. If I ain't good looking, better believe my bitch is. Like,
okay.
Like,
it's coming back to me. It's coming back.
Yeah, that when I think for me, that's when he really solidified like who he was. Like it was that, and that wouldn't have happened without Dipset. That wouldn't have happened without Dipset and Hurricane Katrina. Like,
you know what? A friend of mine, she's from New Orleans, so you know Lil Wayne is forever her hero. Mm-hmm. But at first I was like, why? Oh, he got bars and this and that, and he got albums. And part of me was like, oh, you're bugging. But then I totally forgot that mixtape. I remember that shit. It was like every week his name was popping up. Mm-hmm. I just wasn't
going crazy.
Yeah, I just wasn't listening to it.
If you had a song on the radio, he was gonna take your beat.
Yeah, he had like 99 features in 1 year or something like that.
Yeah,
or 99 top 99 entries in the Billboards or some shit like that. Yeah.
So he may be off the shits now, but I respect his hustle.
Yeah, and that's what it was. The consistency. Yep. I feel like he showed that consistency can change people's opinion about your artistry. Mm-hmm. That was good.
Oh my god,
that was good.
God, hey, write that down.
Hey, yo,
that was great.
Like,
that was great.
Nigga really paw it down. We are an hour and a half into this bitch. I saw part. But no, that's really what it is. Like, because the music wasn't like the greatest as far as like the rhymes. Yeah. Like he wasn't like a super duper lyricist.
Right.
But you look past that because he gave you so much music that you couldn't turn to another artist because you had to see what else he was doing. Mm-hmm. You had to. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, we all living off of classics. This nigga is putting out music every day. It's a song, literally a song. It's literally pretty much in a sense like an EP being released every day. He's putting out 2 to 3 songs a day. Like,
yeah,
couldn't beat it.
Yeah,
couldn't beat it.
So yeah,
G Unit, shout out G Unit.
Yeah, that Dipset, G Unit, fucking
Dips, Dips, G.
Desert Storm.
Oh,
we had some good shit.
Listen, man.
What's that?
It was a lot of people on Desert Storm.
Yes, it was. Yes, D Block as well. Huh? He said it was a lot of people on Desert Storm. Yes, it
Desert
was.
Storm? Oh, yeah, Desert Storm, yeah.
Whatever the listeners say they should.
I like Paul Kane, by the way.
Yes. Indeed they should. Indeed I should. Smack a few niggas like Shook, but then they'll blackball me.
That's another story.
Yo.
Well, what is that? Yo, please rest in peace, man.
Man, that was my guy, man. That's why I put that shit up. I put that shit up on in my stories today. Because I was just thinking about that nigga was such a great artist, bro. Such a great artist, bro. And we speaking of stack bundles. But he was just such a great artist, bro. Like, and the you know the dope thing about this? If Stack was alive, he would have fully embraced New York sound. Stack would have fully embraced a Rowdy Rebel. Casanova.
He'd have been like a better Fab. No diss to Fab.
Yeah,
he would have been like a better Fab.
I think he would have been a lot more I guess down to earth. I feel like Stacks was a attainable person. Like, Stacks, I need you for this verse. All right, G's, I got you.
Yeah.
Like, like
imagine Stack and Casanova.
Stacks got. I be seeing all types of whack ass mixtapes everywhere that have Stack verses. It be pissing me off. Like, how the fuck?
Yeah.
How the fuck do y'all niggas have Stack verses, bro?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Man, shout out to Stacks, man.
But yeah, I agree though. Niggas do be looking at me crazy when I be like, bro, I'm not about to listen to no KRS One. They be like, but you
don't like the teacher? Like, I respect them.
I don't even listen to KRS One.
I'm just not listening to it. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not bad music. It's just not my music. Like,
it's okay to not be a fan.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I can't think of what clip I was watching, but whoever this guy was, I think he's an R&B singer. I can't think of his name right now. His name is escaping me. But he was talking about how we kind of like do away with artists after a certain amount of time in hip hop. And I really think that's that is. I always said it extends past his hip hop. It's the black community. After a while, if this person isn't cool, I don't care about their music. The guy that I'm talking, I'll have his name in a minute, but he was talking about, he cited T-Pain. And he cited how T-Pain came out when he was 18. And then after a while, it was like, oh, he's not cool.
T-Pain was 18?
Yeah.
But he didn't.
T-Pain was 18?
No, not when he came out. He started making music when he was 18.
But the stripper song came out when he was 21, I think?
Yeah, it came out a couple years later.
Regardless.
But that's society. That's society in general.
Yeah.
Especially right now with the speed of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You could be looking at your phone and what's news is not news in 10 minutes.
Facts. That is facts.
So I think that's why this is the era of hot takes, because it's like, what can I say that's going to keep me relevant? You know what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
You know, and it extends to actresses and actors getting, you know, whatever shit put in their face and changing their bodies because they want to keep making movies. Meanwhile, they looking like fucking circus. Yo, what the fuck is up with The Weeknd?
Yo, I don't know.
And that's my cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Somebody was like,
cocaine.
That's he did it for a role.
He did it for a video.
But somebody was like, no, that's permanent.
But I can't see it.
I'm so fucking confused about that shit right now.
But that nigga is on mad drugs though, and he can afford to be on mad drugs. So
yeah, and he's doing drugs.
Anything that you did like that, you can undo that. By the way, so whoever said that was permanent, they're wrong, right? Like if you whatever you procedure that got done, you can undo a procedure.
No, not when it comes to plastic surgery like that.
So that was real? That wasn't like makeup and shit?
Well, he's got... Wait a minute.
He got the Black China chin.
Nobody... Oh, my...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he got the Black China chin with the little chin at the bottom.
Cartoon-ass face.
It's like hella jaw with little chin.
Yeah.
Nobody knows if it's real.
Yo, wild boy.
I can't imagine he really did that shit, bro. Ain't enough coke in the world. Or is it?
Yes, it is. For sure.
Right. Or is it? All right, never mind. I'm bugging, right?
All right, so nobody knows. I don't even know. I don't know
what to say neither.
Like, what the fuck? But
yeah. So any shout outs, fellas?
Yo, shout out to everybody still living, still pushing. Shout out to my man OG Savage. Hoping to get him on the next episode or episode coming up soon. We're just gonna talk about juicing.
Oh, my man Sav.
Yeah,
okay.
Sav in there.
Young OG, what up though?
Oh
my God.
Yo, shout out to your Cool Uncles or your Cool Unks podcast.
Okay.
2 dudes from Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Man, they're funny as shit.
I'm gonna check them out.
Yeah, check them out. Let's see who else, man. Shout out to Norm for that album.
Yes, sir.
My joint is on.
It's on?
Yeah, I think it's like the second to the last track. That's my shit.
Oh, I'm on it.
I'm on it. That's it. Yeah,
that's
I'm
on it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's my shit. Shout out to
sir.
Norm, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in Georgia who voted. You know, I hit my niece up. I was like, go vote. She was like, I forgot. I was like, no, get your ass up and go vote. I'm like, okay.
I don't know how they forgot. They called me nonstop every single day. They was calling me at 10 o'clock last night asking me if I voted. I'm like, yo, my nigga, I'm in the crib sleep.
I'm home.
Yo, but nah, they was on it. I don't know how, unless that they must have not be registered to vote. I don't know how they got everybody, my nigga. I'm talking about If I ain't answer, they was texting me. They was like, "Yo, do you know 3 people that didn't vote?" I'm like, "Bro, what?
What? 3?
You fucking kidding
Y'all off
me?"
by 3 votes, nigga?
Right. Yeah, I'm like, what do you mean? Like, just can you bring 3 people to the polls with you? I'm like,
The fuck am I gonna make them?
Everybody I know drive.
I got a 2-seater.
Everybody I know drive. I got a 2-seater.
I'm not paying for an Uber Black. The fuck? But yeah, that's all my shout
If
outs.
you needed a ride, they was giving free rides. I don't know if it was Uber or one of them niggas, but niggas was paying for them rides if you needed a ride, bro. Don't trip.
Oh my
was no
God.
excuse yesterday.
Oh my God.
Well, shit, man, that's what happened in the 50s.
Yeah. The
They-
busing.
Yeah, the busing.
They would get on the bus.
Yeah, that's real.
I'm not getting on the bus to go vote. I ain't gonna hold you. Whoever take it, gonna take it that day.
Yo.
Y'all niggas go vote? Nah, man, I missed my transfer.
That nigga say whoever taking it. Man, you won this battle. Yeah.
Right.
You got it today. You got it.
Niggas that pulled up for you.
You got it today. You got any shout outs, Huss?
Yeah, shout out Stay, shout out Jess. Shout out my homegirl Drea and Coming to Conclusions podcast. Yeah, she a wild person. Wait.
That is Laptop Chronicles approved. Man, yeah, I was listening to that shit like, oh.
Yeah, look, man.
Shout out last week. I'm so sorry, Stacy. I don't know how the fuck I forgot your shout out, but shout out to Big Sis Stacy. Shout out to Pridestined podcast. Shout out to Lauren. Shit Vegans Eat. She just came up on her 100th follow on her page. Shout out to her. Shout out to motherfucking Norm, bruh. Shout out to Norm, man. It's really dope. Describe Infinity is out right now on Bandcamp, exclusively on Bandcamp. And actually, Norm was on a podcast this week. The podcast is Idiots Don't Listen podcast. Definitely check it out. You get more of a complete background of Norm's upbringing within hip hop and how he was actually initially a part of a group. So I believe one of the guys that was in the group with him was on the podcast as well. So definitely check that out. And I want to play the title track from Describe Infinity. Here it is.
Yeah, I try to describe infinity. Yeah, I try to describe infinity. Yeah. I said, Lord, living life, hitting infinite heights, swinging tight with my vision light, long division to a timid mind. You on women time, gossip and hate, watching the plate that's not yours. How's it taste? Lord came to clean up. How we supposed to team up with a screen between us? We need more than Jesus. Free up the innovators, elusive illustrator. Bullets don't tickle, they kill a hater. Let me get this paper, we be chilling later. Million in the savings, what I'm craving, paving the way for my babies. While I'm slaving labor, love thy neighbor, but I'm all out of favors. Let's just suck me like an hour later. An hour later, I'm blazing, eyes dry like a raisin. Staying in the sun, laying with my son, trying to give him game, but he's young. Just know your daddy is the one. Just know your daddy is the one.
One never conducting the work in some rough weather. Praying first, niggas talking they worse. I'm like whatever. Fell off and had to climb to the grind. No hands they ever gave to me. Somehow I called on my mans. Had a plan though. Rapping like I'm smacking on the banjo. Man's clinging a force but torture Lambo. Grand scheming, dreaming about my team and plenty bands. So working like a father from Detroit. Wash my hands, bro. Couldn't take a loss. Had to eat and felt defeated. Leaving for a week at least. I need to breathe. Ain't hard to see it. Part of me is Life talk, stress on my mind. Like the mic bark, height with a precious design. Ringing gal, I'm like the problem, follow me with a sign. Smoke design, a higher tolerance, the problems resign. Define infinite, rhyme in my mind, time limitless. Shine for the stars that explode when they witness it. What?
Yo, and you know how I end this. Baltimore County Forever. Go stream and buy Norm's debut LP, Describe Infinity. That is the title track off of that, featuring Lord Juco. Baltimore County Forever.